Yeah, I'm the one.
Yeah, I'm the one.
Are you the one they try to imitate? Yeah, I'm the one. Yeah, I'm the one. Are you the one they try to imitate? Hey, yeah, I'm the one. Hey, I've been the one. I've been the one they try to imitate. The one they really hate. The one who shows up first but always staying late. The one that help you elevate. The one that put you in the race. The one who goes balls to the wall just to set the pace. The one who never showing fear. The one who tried to help his fear. The one who took a back seat just to let you niggas steer. The one that help you get in gear. The one who made the picture clear. The one that lent a helping hand when nobody else was there. Yeah, man, I'm sick of all these copycats. Like the imitation is free smooth flattery and I ain't flirting back. Yeah, a bunch of cats in the hat. You pussies cap. Simon says you niggas jumping jacks. Are you the one they try to imitate? Hey,
Yeah, I'm the one.
hey, yeah, I'm the one. Are you the one they try to imitate? Yeah, I'm the one. Yeah, I'm the one. Are you the one they try to imitate? Yeah, I'm the one. Yeah, I'm the one. Are you the one they try to imitate? Hey, yeah, I'm the one. Hey, I've been the one. I'm the one like the sun.
I'm the one like the moon. I'm the one like the number that comes before two.
I'm the one that set the mood. I'm the one that break the rules. I'm the one that turn the lights on and the blur the fuse. I'm the one. I'm the one. I'm the one like Neo in the Matrix. I'm the one. I was sent to lead the way until our kingdom come. I'm the one to wake you up when they try to keep you dumb. Are you the one they try to imitate? Ay, yeah, I'm the one. Ay, I've been the one. Ay, are you the one they try to imitate? Ay, yeah, I'm the one. Ay, I've been the one. Ay, are you the one they try to imitate? Ay, yeah, I'm the one. Ay, I've been the one. Ay,
Are you the one they try to imitate?
yeah, I'm the one. I've been the one.
Ooh, wake that ass up, baby. Welcome back to Wake That Ass Up, where we bring you sports, news, entertainment, and life. It's your boy Leroy Mitchell back again to talk about some stuff, baby. I'm just here to talk about stuff, all right? Just here to give y'all my opinions on stuff, call a spade, and just leave it at that. All right. So, um, I'm gonna start this one off with some sports today. Normally I would start off with like life and get into the Trump stuff and all that other world stuff that's going on. But today I'm gonna start off with some college football because I was born in Indiana. I live in Milwaukee, but I was born in Indiana. So I gotta represent for the Hoosiers, baby. Around here we wear red like a Hoosier. Hey, look at the Indiana Hoosiers beat the hell out of Oregon Ducks 56-20. Beat the dog shit out of the Oregon Ducks. God damn. God damn, this game was damn. This wasn't even a game. This wasn't even a game. They started off with like a pick six or something like this. But Indiana is having a tremendous season. I mean, look at this, bro. 17-20, 5 touchdowns. Like, did they even try to play defense? They was just doing whatever the fuck they wanted to do in Indiana. Having a great time. Look at this, man. Crazy. And he's a Heisman winning quarterback too this year as well. So they got the Heisman winning quarterback. They undefeated at 15-0, and they're going for a national championship. This might be if there was ever a Cinderella story, I don't care. This is a Cinderella story for me because who the hell thought Indiana, out of all teams in college football, was gonna get this damn far? They was like 100-1 underdogs to win the national championship. Anybody thought they was going, even with the season they had last year, no one actually believed they were this good. But they are. And I think it starts with their coach. Their coach be coaching. And I like the way he gives interviews because you can tell he got like this fire in him that he controls and he hides. But like it seeps out. The passion seeps out. Like he could tell like he be fired up. You could tell he be in them locker rooms when they fuck some shit up, throwing shit, banging on shit. Like you could tell that's that type of personality, but you need that personality to win. You cannot cut corners. You cannot say it's okay to give up a first down. It's okay to give. No, you have that mentality of, man, if they score, you should be pissed the fuck off and know what needs to be done and make sure it never happens again. That's the mentality this team plays with on defense. They be mad if you get a first down. You can see it. And they come together and they be mad if you score a touchdown. And you can see it. They be disappointed as a unit. as a unit. This team is well coached. So, shout out to the Indiana Hoosiers college football. They have made the national championship game, and to be honest, I don't even think it's going to be a ball game. I believe that that this is going to be another blowout. I think they're going to blow out every single team they play. I truly, at this point, I truly believe that. I truly believe they're gonna blow out every team they play. So we're gonna check out. Let me see this. I want to see. They had a bracket up here, but they got rid of the bracket. I don't know why they got rid of the bracket. Let me see if I can find this bracket for you guys real quick, so I can. I want to show some of these games real quick. Come on, stop playing on me. Stop playing on me. CFP.
With investing options from Navy Federal
Stop
Credit
playing.
Union,
Don't let me
Ron
talk to
Fields
you. Okay, yeah, this is what I wanted. This is what I wanted. Okay. All right, so we can see what Indiana then did real quick. So Indiana had a bye because they were the top seed, but they went and played Alabama for their first round, beat them 38-3. They only got a field goal in the third quarter. Dog walked them 38-3. Alabama ain't no scrub by any means. Okay. Then you go down a little more. Then they play Oregon. It beat Oregon 56-22. Beat the hell out of them. Okay. And they had to bye. And the week before that, or a couple months before that, they played Ohio State, who was the number 1 seed, and they beat Ohio State in a great game. And then that caused Ohio State to probably have some confidence issues, and that's probably why they lost in Miami. So now, as we look at this and we head and transition into the final playoff game, which is the championship game, you got number 10 Miami playing number 1 15-0 Indiana. Look, IU by 7.5. Fuck out of here. I'm taking Indiana by 21 at least. This Miami team ain't got no shot. I don't care what nobody say. Miami, you playing well. Yeah, you beat Ole Miss barely, 31. Yeah, that's great. Who else you play? Who else you beat? You did beat Ohio State, okay? You beat Ohio State 24-14. That was a great win. I'll give them that, okay? But like I said, I think they beat Ohio State because Ohio State, after they lost to Indiana, they just gave up mentally. You could tell. They ain't want to be there no more. And to be honest, Ohio State could have won that game easily. They just kind of gave it away. So if you're into college football and things like that, the playoffs will be January 19th, the final game. So tune in. Not this Monday, but next week Monday is the final game. All right, y'all, we done with that right now. Let's get into what this boy Trump talking about now. Let's get into this boy Trump talking about now, and then I'm gonna talk about the food pyramid as well, because they switched the food pyramid up on us and that. And I've been trying to tell you about this health stuff, okay? But let's get into Trump first, and then we'll finish off with some food pyramid stuff, and then a little bit about life, about how you should just take it nice and slow. All right, Trump, what you talking about, boy? Let's see. Cause we gotta figure out what's ice stuff, Greenland.
Of the oil from Venezuela, and what they do have is very strong people and very powerful people militarily, and they would protect the people running Venezuela, and they would take in a lot of money from Venezuela. Now they don't have that. They won't be taking in any money. So, Marco, what do you think?
Well, I mean, the fundamental problem in Cuba is that it's run by incompetent people that don't know what an economy looks like, much less a functioning one. They've made a choice, and that is they would rather have political control over the people than they would to have an economy that functions. And they've gotten away with it for 60-something years because they've had donors, the Soviet Union, and now most recently Venezuela, but that's now gone. So the people in control in Cuba have a choice to make. They can either have a real country with a real economy where their people can prosper, or they can continue with their failing dictatorship that's going to lead to systemic and societal collapse. So it's a very stark and dramatic choice, and it's one we hope to make the right one. We don't have an interest in a destabilized Cuba, but that would be their fault because they refuse to allow the people of Cuba to have either economic or political freedom for that matter.
And you have a lot of people in this country that want to go back to Cuba and help Cuba. A lot of people have left, they came in penniless, they didn't have anything, and they become very rich people in our country, and they want to very much go back and help Cuba. So that's something that Cuba has that a lot of other places don't have. Peter?
President Trump, thank you. I do want to ask you about Minnesota, but first, just more on topic. President Zelensky said that he was watching with the rest of the world as you made this order to go and capture Nicolas Maduro. And he said, if that's how it works with dictators, then the United States knows what to do next. Sounds like he wants you to go and capture Vladimir Putin. Would you ever order a mission to go and capture?
Okay, so Zelensky, I never trusted Zelensky. I think Zelensky, what he's been doing is you pimping the USA, and obviously we pimping them too. We're getting something. We want something, so we're getting something. US is getting something, obviously, and we're probably getting the most. But for Zelensky personally, he pimping the USA, getting all this money. And I know the money ain't going to Ukraine helping the people. I know it's going to Zelensky. Zelensky, after all this is said and done, I bet Zelensky gonna be set up looking very well. I'm talking about house, big boats, and big all that stuff. How much you want to bet? All right, I don't really trust all these politics when it comes to these different nations and stuff because I ain't over there. I don't know what's really going on, but I do know the USA is sending Ukraine hundreds of billions of dollars. Ukraine ain't that fucking big in terms of its economy and how much money it actually needs in infrastructure and all that shit. So I'm just trying to understand where all that money going. Where is it actually going? Is it actually going to Ukraine or is it going somewhere else? Because I don't know. What's going on with all this whole Minnesota fraud and the whole Doge stuff we never figured out about, and now I have questions. When we choose to help certain people and we choose to send a bunch of money to those places, where the money going? We should be getting detailed ass reports, videos, something about where our money going, because it just be gone.
You. Just
It
you.
just be gone.
Building your app
Taking our money, y'all.
on base 44.
Well, I don't think it's going to be necessary. I think we're going to have I've always had a great relationship with them. I'm very disappointed. I settled 8 wars. I thought this would be in the middle of the pack or maybe one of the easier ones. And I don't know if you know, Peter, the last month, they lost 31,000 people, many of them Russian soldiers, and the Russian economy is doing poorly. I think we're going to end up getting it settled. I wish we could have done it quicker because a lot of people are dying, and mostly soldiers. You know, they get hit in Kiev and they get hit a little bit here and there, and people are dying there too. But largely, it's the soldier population. When you have 30,000, 31,000 soldiers dying in a period of a month, 27,000 the month before, 26,000 the month before that, that's bad stuff. So, as you know, President Biden gave $350 billion
Damn.
to Ukraine to fight. And
there you go. $350 billion to Ukraine. Get the fuck out of town. Talking about we're 35 trillion in debt. That's why, motherfucker, you giving money out to people that don't, man, get the fuck out of here.
we would never get that back, although I did make a rare earth deal to get it back, so we will be getting it back, but shouldn't have done that. It was a bad thing to do. I will say that right now, because I was able to get NATO to up GDP from 2% to 5%, NATO's got a lot of money, and they're paying for everything. We're not losing any money. We're making a lot of money, I guess, if you think of it, because we're selling them military equipment. They're probably giving it to Ukraine. But we're selling them to NATO military equipment. We're getting full price and all of that. But that's not a big deal to me. What is a big deal is stopping a war where 30,000 people are being killed every single month.
On Minnesota, the vice president yesterday suggested that.
Hey, you can say what you want about Trump, but I'm in agreement with all of that. Hey, listen, Ukraine, y'all motherfucking own. What the fuck you think we, the people of America, okay? That's why I hate Americans, all right? I'm American, but I hate Americans because we dumb as fuck. We so far behind the 8 ball, like the actual citizens that live in America, the vast majority of us don't understand anything. And let's remove understanding. Let's just use common sense. The vast majority of us don't have survival common sense at all. We just do stupid shit. And we just, because our lives seem so safe here in terms of outside pressures, we just think that when something happens outside of America, we can just go ahead and throw our 2 cents in that shit and just let it be and do all these things. Save this place and save this place. No, save America first. Save the people in your town first. Why don't you go to the homeless shelter and save somebody? Why don't you adopt a kid or something? Why don't you get a fucking pet off the street? Why don't you do something like that? Okay? Everyone always so focused and worried about shit that's not in their home. That's the problem with people in America. We so fucking nosy. You ain't never even been to these countries. Unless you've been to these countries, stop acting like you truly care and you just want attention. That's it. That's it. And that's my problem with Americans. Okay? We so far behind the 8 ball that all we want is attention. We want attention so bad that we don't see that we pay into, well, we don't pay into, it is all of our money. We pay all of our money. They're using all of our money. They ain't using their money. They ain't using no private money. They're using all of our money and just donating that shit freely, and we ain't never getting it back. Never getting it back. You ain't gonna see it on a tax return. You ain't gonna see it in no dividend check. They ain't about to just send you nothing in the mail. You ain't getting nothing back. So all of our money is just being wasted to help other individuals. And you got people in America that are struggling. Listen, I'm America first. For all that, I don't give them, fuck all the MAGA shit. I ain't fuck all that Democrat shit. Fuck all that shit. Okay, I'm about the fucking land, okay, of this motherfucking nation, all right? Motherfucking black people did a lot to make sure this country could be so I'm here for them. Okay? So I love all the people in America. Don't get it twisted. This is supposed to be a place where everybody can come, have a good time. We all can get together. All colors. Everybody can, just as long as you trying to be a better person and do better in life, this is what America was supposed to be. But this is not what America is. Okay? We need to get back to everyone literally trying to be the best versions of themselves and getting to the top of whatever mountain they're trying to climb. That's what we're supposed to do. But instead, everyone's been tricked with all this propaganda and media and all this other shit to fight each other, to worry about conflicts going on in that country and that country and that country and this country and all these places people have never been. And for what? It gotta be some big game we don't understand. It gotta be some people behind the scenes trying to fuck with shit. It gotta be. Because it don't make sense. It just don't make sense. How could you send $350 billion to a nation that ain't even got a chance to compete with the competing nation it's fighting against? If Russia truly wanted to, they could have been winning, took Ukraine. Took the whole shebang bang. Okay? Only thing stopping them is the USA helping for no reason. And there gotta be a reason. Because we want them fucking minerals. Get the fuck out of town. That's what it is. We want some shit over there. They got some shit over there we want. And we, I guess, invested $350 billion into it. And I'm talking about you and me, motherfucker. It ain't the Donald Trumps and the Joe Bidens, and they ain't investing shit. I don't know, dumb motherfuckers don't pay taxes. Okay? It's people like me and you.
Renee Good, who was killed by this ICE officer, was part of a broad left-wing network. What has your team told you about this broad left-wing network? Who is in charge of it? Who's part of it? What's it called?
Well, I haven't.
Also here, you know what I wish? Even though I'm speaking right now, I wish that words didn't exist. It's words. Words are the problem. Left wing, right wing. And then as soon as you hear that, you immediately attach something to it. Without actually digging into it or having an actual feeling about it or figuring it out or some impression towards it, you immediately just associate something with it. And that's what words are made for, right? If I give you a word, it's a way to describe something that maybe, you wouldn't be able to describe with some facial expression or grunt or something like that. But what it also does is, too, it overly opens your mind to a bunch of bullshit that is going to fuck you up. Because now you're thinking about so many things you don't need to think about based on a word. Based on a few words. Based on a sentence. When in reality, if you're sitting by yourself or around people in your neighborhood or your family, y'all all understand each other. If you grew up, you don't even need words. You can look at that person and know what they're thinking. But words can travel. These grits and facial expressions, they don't travel. A picture can tell 1,000 words. I can see you doing something on a photo and make an assumption. But I can tell you something right now. And you're going to listen to it. And you may think about this shit and replay it like a song. That's why songs are so powerful. Replay it like a song 1,000 times. And then it's indoctrinated in your head before you even know it. Or at least in your subconscious. Words are some powerful shit, man. You have to really understand when these people be saying this and saying that. If you don't know what this and that means, go figure it out. Because you don't want to just be making up some shit in your head. Now you got this thing about this and this thing about that when you don't know what none of this shit means. And in the English language, it's the worst because they purposely put in words and all this shit to confuse, trick, and separate, and like that. That's what English is some bullshit. I ain't gonna lie to you. We should be speaking other languages like motherfucking Mandarin or some fucking Latin or some shit. I don't know what we should be writing in cursive and shit. We should be doing some things that make us unique. We don't be doing a lot of things. At least when they be speaking Spanish, when everybody speaks Spanish, they be sounding unique like a motherfucker, don't they? Even when they speak Chinese, they be sounding unique when they speak. When you speak English, okay, unless you got some cold ass voice, or you've mastered the dictionary so well that you're using all these fucking ginormous words, then it's really hard to say, oh, you know, this person's this cool. It's cool how to, like, no, it's really an accent. I got a cool accent, and that's about it. So I think our languages, but not like Portuguese, they be that shit be sounding smooth and shit, like you spin game in a girl.
Seen the vice president's statement, but he's generally very accurate. I hate to say, look, I watched that yesterday, and there were a lot of different forms to it. But there was a woman screaming, "Shame, shame, shame, shame." She was a agitator, probably a paid agitator, but in my opinion, she was an agitator, a very high-level agitator, so professional. She wouldn't stop screaming. I said, this isn't a normal situation. This is a professional troublemaker, because you heard it and I had it. Now, I will say this, the news sort of turned her down, turned her off, because you're trying to watch. She was so loud and so crazy, and
in this video, I'm gonna remake sports cars.
She was so loud.
I've never heard it.
She
Let's
was
see what
so
happens. I'm using co-producer
crazy.
by output for this. It's basically a much better.
just not normal. When somebody sees something like that, they don't go screaming and the same words. So I guess you could say professional, but I didn't think she did a very good job. You have agitators, and we will always be protecting ICE, and we're always going to be protecting our Border Patrol and our law enforcement. Yeah.
So they say that the lady, Nicole, who got shot by the ICE officer as she was trying to either move, leave the scene, whatever the case, they say she's some sort of plant, her and her wife and things of that nature. I think they pushing shit. See, that's some bullshit. That's a little too much. Now, this is just common sense, okay? That's why I say people in America, we just dumb and we way behind, okay? And just the way we think about things. It is illegal, okay, to obstruct any law enforcement officer, okay? Local or federal. It's illegal. Which means if you do it, they have the right to defend themselves using any measure of force they deem necessary. It's that simple. How stupid could you be? If they say, stop, get out the fucking car, you better stop and get out the fucking car. If they tell you move, you better ask what direction and when should I move? You have to comply. You don't win in that situation. Unless you motherfucking John Wick and you about to take out everybody, because what you gonna have to do, you're gonna take out everybody. Because the Baba Yaga law, you're gonna take out everybody. Unless you one of these crazy people that can take out everybody, because everybody gonna come for you then, you have to comply. You don't win. You don't beat the government. You don't beat law enforcement. You lose that battle every time. It is better to keep your life and comply and just go talk shit online. Stop trying to be gangs. That's the problem with people. They've been living in America and thinking they can just do all this shit, protest and da, da, da. Yeah, you can. But you can also lose your life too if you want to be Boo Boo the Fool. I'm not saying that her killing was justified, because I don't think it was. I think that officer could have did some maneuvering or did something. He could have got the fuck out the way, the fuck out of town. Okay, he could have got the fuck out the way. He could have did something. I mean, he got hit. He did. He got hit a little bit. He did. He got hit. But he didn't get like hit. You know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't get hit, like ran the fuck over or nothing like that. He could have did something else. And the time it took him to draw his gun and do all the extra shit, he could have been spinning and rolling and getting out of the way. He could have did something, okay? But it's his discretion. He could have felt like he was really trying to run him all the way over. So he fired a shot into your window and another shot. And he ended your life. All because what? You didn't want to comply? It's not worth it, people. I'm telling you, it's not worth it. Stop trying to lose your life for the media and all this other shit. All right, y'all? Save yourself. It's not, this ain't your fight. This ain't your fight. Unless you are one of them people about to get taken away, this ain't your fight. And what I believe is she was a citizen of Minnesota. So it's not your fight. It's not your fight. I understand I understand you may be bored. You ain't got shit else to fight for or something, so you want to jump in somebody else's fight. But this is not your fight. Stop dying for other people's fights, y'all. This is not what we're supposed to be doing. That's not even survival at all. That don't even make sense. I don't know other animals doing that shit besides human beings. Goofy as shit. We goofy as fuck.
Mr. President, in your conversations with these oil executives today, did you provide any security guarantees so that they can do their work safely in Venezuela? Yeah. And separately, Mr. President,
they will have those guarantees, yes.
And separately, Mr. President, I'm curious in terms of the future of Venezuela. Do you see Venezuela, now led by Delcy Rodriguez, as an ally of the U.S.? Is that the way that you view that country right now?
Well, right now they seem to be an ally, and I think it'll continue to be an ally, and we don't want to have Russia there. We don't want to have China there. And by the way, we don't want Russia or China going to Greenland, which if we don't take Greenland, you're going to have Russia or China as your next door neighbor. That's not going to happen.
Oh, shit. Greenland next.
Mr. President, thank you. You just said that these companies would have security guarantees if they go in on the ground in Venezuela.
They will have.
And what is your plan there actually for these companies and those Americans who are going to be on the ground working for these companies?
Well, there are going to be Americans. I assume they're going to be using a lot of Americans, but they're going to be using a lot of people from Venezuela and other places, I would imagine. But I would think that mostly they'll be using Venezuelan workers. They have a lot of great workers. They have a very high unemployment rate, and they have workers that are very familiar with taking oil out of the ground. Yeah.
So, obviously, Maduro and his wife were captured, if you haven't heard, from Venezuela. The people that are in that country, and even a lot of the Venezuelan people who live in America, they all seem to be happy as fuck. So it seemed like Trump made a good move. They seem to be happy. All the footage I see, these motherfuckers celebrating in the street, drinking cervezas and shit. They out here having a good ass time. I'm just being honest. Like, it seems like they happy about this shit. So whatever Trump did, he must be a dictator. He must be not doing well for the people. The economy must not be great. I've never been there. I don't really know. But from the footage I saw, the people seem happy that he is not in power anymore. So Trump must have did right there. But at the same time, I think that was just a perfect storm for Trump. Literally, like he was able to remove a dictator, stop drugs coming into America, if that's what actually happened. Which, to me, the only drugs that came in was some marijuana that I was able to figure out when I was doing my research. I ain't see nothing about no cocaine coming in, no fentanyl, none of that shit. I saw a boat had some traces of marijuana that got blew up or some shit like that. So I really think this was about Russia, China, and that oil. I think what's happening now, when you can also see what's going on with silver and things like that, we all know, if you live in America and any other place, that the dollar is backed by nothing. It's supposed to be backed by gold and shit like that, but we don't even know there's even gold at Fort now. We don't know we even got gold. We have no idea. There's stories that gold been emptied out hundreds of years ago. There's stories that there ain't no gold near at all. Okay, I mean, there's all types of stories. Who knows? We ain't never got proof. We ain't never seen inside no vault to see how much gold we got or what's backing our currency. Our currency backed by our military. If you haven't heard, motherfucker. Get the fuck out of here. Currency is backed by force, motherfucker. I don't know what's wrong with y'all. Y'all goofy as shit. It's always been. Always been. Just because there's media now and all this other stuff and they can sell you a story and put a movie on and all this shit and make you think that it ain't. Nah. The only way to control shit is by force. That's the only way to control anything. So our dollar is backed by our military. Because guess what the fuck we gonna do? If we need some shit, just start a fucking something, a conflict. Go in, take some shit. The fuck, what you gonna do about it? Nothing. What you gonna cry to somebody else? What they gonna do about it? Nothing. It's about power and force. That's what life has always been about. At the end of the day, that's why I ain't leaving America. All right? Because we do spend all of our money on the military. So I know we got some shit. DARPA and all these damn special programs, the CIA and all that shit. I know good and damn well America prepared for everything when it comes to motherfucking violence. So if I really am a common sense, why I say Americans are stupid and we so far behind most of us. But if I'm a person who's right here, common sense, all right, I'm thinking about my life and survival. Why would I say let me go live in one of these other countries that can't protect that really can't protect their people? Now I'm gonna be in a place that got the strongest military. I'm gonna be there. Okay, I'm gonna be there. I'm glad I was born here. You know, I ain't gonna lie, I was born here, so I got lucky. I could have been born somewhere else, but shit, you sure you can bet your motherfucking ass if I was born in one of them other motherfuckers, I'd have found my way here somehow. I would have tried my best too. That's why I don't blame them people from coming. I don't blame no person coming from somewhere else trying to get to America. I don't blame none of them. I don't blame. Nope. Try your hardest. You better try your hardest, and you better try to escape ICE at all costs. You better try your hardest to get here because if you look at it for survival reasons only, fuck all that money, get to the top, all that. Nah, just if you want to survive, if some shit really hit, if World War III really goes down, you probably want to be in America. There ain't many places you want to be. You want to probably be in America, Russia, or China, mom. One of the three places, okay? All right? I'm just being honest. If shit really hit the fan, where you want to be at? You want to be in one of these places. So I don't really blame people for trying to get here. I do not. I would try to. I would try my fucking hardest. I'd be swimming through all types of oceans and shit. Fuck it. Fuck the sharks. Fuck the bullet. You got to. Because shit, what you gonna do in these other places if shit hit the fan? You've already seen what American could do. If we want to come into your shit and take your shit, listen, you might just be a casualty of war. I don't want to be a casualty of fucking war. I want to be on a motherfucker on the news like, damn, I can't believe that shit happened. I want to be that person, okay? I ain't gonna hold y'all. Listen, we still animals, all right? We human beings, all right? Survival of the fucking fittest is always gonna be in the back of my motherfucking head. I don't know what's wrong with y'all, but for you can jump on all these propaganda waves or you could jump on all these bandwagons if you want to. But what you should be jumping on is your motherfucking health and protecting your family and worried about your motherfucking self. All right? It's good to watch this shit. You can watch it and learn, but until it actually starts to hit home, why don't you work on building home? Work on your defenses. All right? Everybody's so worried about all this other shit. It's not time to worry about that other shit right now. It ain't right here in front of you. All right? You need to start preparing and building yourself up so when it's right here in front of you, and it is something to talk about, you're ready. All right? You're ready. All right? Don't be that Nicole lady. I'm for real. Listen, the law ain't playing. Don't be that Nicole lady from Minnesota. I don't give a fuck what you. No. Protest a different way. Don't be obstructing them officers. I don't care how bad you hate ICE and all these other people. It ain't worth your life. Trust me, I'm black. I know my history. A lot of black people lost their lives trying to protest shit that wasn't gonna work. You gotta find a different way. You gotta find a different way. It ain't gonna be you just jumping on Front Street. You jumping on Front Street gonna probably end up in you or somebody you know losing your life. It's not worth it. All right, use your brains. Okay, we not in a time where people are just outright hurting people or just like Jim Crow and all this shit back day where they was segregating. We not in none of that shit no more right now. So everyone has an opportunity to just shut the fuck up and build in silence for the most part. Okay? You ain't got to worry about all this extra shit. Stop acting like people fucking got a chain on your neck and shit and you can't do nothing. All right? That's just bullshit. It's a bullshit way of thinking. All right? That goes for black people. That goes for Hispanic people. That goes for Jewish people. That goes for fucking white people who are Irish people. I don't give a fuck what you are, okay? It goes for everybody. Chinese people, right? All people. If you live in America right now, ain't nobody got no fucking noose around your neck. You can operate. You can move. It may be difficult. The game may be set on a different setting for certain people, but you can play the game. So play the fucking game. That's all you gotta do. And people are just boo-boo the fools out here. Doing too much. Play the game. It's a big-ass game we playing, y'all.
How long do you
It's
think
called life.
Ayatollah will be in power after what we've seen play out on the ground there? When is the U.S. going to get involved now that reports of protesters being killed on the ground?
So Iran's in big trouble. It looks to me that the people are taking over certain cities that nobody thought were really possible just a few weeks ago. We're watching the situation very carefully. I've made the statement very strongly that if they start killing people like they have in the past, we will get involved. We'll be hitting them very hard where it hurts. And that doesn't mean boots on the ground, but it means hitting them very, very hard where it hurts. So we don't want that to happen. There have been cases like this where President Obama totally backed down. But this is something pretty incredible that's happening in Iran. It's an amazing thing to watch. They've done a bad job. They've treated their people very badly, and now they're being paid back. So let's see what happens. We're watching it. We're watching it very closely. Right, please.
See? Trump can focus on Iran and what's going on there because he knows what's going on in the world. He may be able to use this as a way to move a piece on the board and benefit America in some way, benefit us in some way, okay? He's our president. You can't just be talking. You gotta support the motherfucker, okay? You have to at the end of the day. If you live here, you ain't got no motherfucking choice. But us citizens, we don't need to be out here, oh my gosh, because we heard that some shit was going on to the people in our... Nah, listen, unless you from there, don't be doing all that. Okay, now the people that's from there and been there and got people over there, you better be waving the motherfucking flag. You better be supporting motherfucker full throttle. But if you ain't from there, don't be jumping on causes you don't need to be jumping on. Focus on your shit and your people. If we all focus on ourselves and make ourselves better and get to the top, then we all can really do something out here. That's the goal.
Yes, go ahead.
Thank you so much, Mr. President. What if you can create your own website?
Everybody always trying to fight.
This is what I want. With Wix,
We supposed to work together. It's a big ass planet,
Do you have
y'all.
any comments in reaction to the recent attacks by the Syrian government alignment groups against US-backed Kurdish forces in Aleppo, Syria, which killed dozens of civilians and displacing many families? Does your administration bring peace between the Kurds and the Syrian government?
I want to see peace. Yes, I do. The Kurds and the Syrian government, we get along with both, as you know very well. They have been natural enemies over the years, but we get along both, and we want to see Syria succeed. And so far, I think they are succeeding, but this is just breaking out, and we want to see that stopped. Go ahead, please.
You're meeting with the president of Colombia, Gustavo Petro, in a few weeks. Do you hope these meetings...
Also, I got one thing to say about Trump. This motherfucker gotta be a vampire or some shit. Because at his age, this motherfucker way too competent. I ain't gonna lie. He be understanding what they be saying and what they be asking, and he answers clearly in a way that doesn't give us everything, but he gives us a sufficient answer. Like he's a great speaker in a way that if you're playing a game of chess like he is with the world, you can't truly just be blunt in terms of the words you say. Like you can't say, if I wanted to say, what does an apple look like? I can't say it's red with the stem and it's like, oh, you can't be overly descriptive. All right, that's what I'm trying to tell you. You got to like give us enough, but not everything, and you got to do it in a way that doesn't let us know that you're trying to do that. And he's made himself seem goofy, okay? And only reason people think he's goofy because of he had a TV show he made money off of. He did events that he probably made money off of. He did a lot of things that are out in the public that he made money off of. So people have this weird ass opinion that he's some idiot or some shit. Like, man, y'all stupid as fuck. You think he's stupid? You stupid if you think he's stupid. I swear to God. Like, y'all really think Trump is dumb? Y'all really, like, when people say that shit, I'm like, are you dumb? You think you know more than him? How do you define intelligence? I just want to understand. Is it by money? Do you got more money than him? Probably not. Okay, is it by knowledge? You think you actually know more than him? actually have more information, pertinent information about the world, what's going on right now, useful information. You think you got more useful information than him? Get the fuck out of town. There's very few people on this planet that got more useful information than that man. I don't care about all your damn history, okay? Your historians. Everybody got ChatGPT. You might can ask a fucking question on Google and get the answer real quick. But do you got useful information? Useful information. That's the problem with a lot of people. People don't understand what intelligence actually is. All right? Like, the information in your brain, if you can't utilize that information to help you move or operate or get ahead or do whatever you have to do in your day-to-day life, then it's fucking useless. You might as well take that shit, put it in the trash can, and just delete all. Okay? Delete all that shit. Let it go. A lot of shit you learn in school, you can't use it. So why are you still reciting it? Trying to act like you smart. You ain't smart. You need useful information. Time continues to go on. It's one big ass stream. So more information comes out every day. So if you're not continually learning, more than likely, the vast majority of people are just dickhead supremes. Just dumb. Just they don't understand anything. Because the information they have is outdated. Okay? To be honest, history, look, I'm gonna give y'all some game, all right? If you want to be a historian or you want to be a person who plays Jeopardy, and I'm using that as a way to explain what I'm about to say right now. You gonna have a low life, okay? You gonna have it's gonna be tough for you because, to be honest, most information that we have studied in the past, or if we speak about history and things like that, who the fuck knows if it's actually true or not? And who knows how much has been taken out or put in or changed or revised, or is this date actually accurate, or is that date actually accurate, or did this person actually say this, or did that person actually say that, okay? A lot of the stories, the fables, the tales, they all sound great, okay? A lot of your philosophers, okay? A lot of these, Albert Einstein, all these people, okay? Even scientists. It all sounds great. All the information is great. Some of it is very useful, okay? And you can use the information right now, especially the science, in a lot of ways to benefit you. A lot of the stories, philosophies, and things like that, it only is going to help you in passing conversation, for the most part. It's not about to help you get no job. It's not about to help you do that or do this or do that. Because if the information can't be used to help somebody else make money, then how useful is that information to most people in this world? It's useless. So what you need to be trying to figure out is, what's the next thing? What should I be learning that's going to help benefit me right now? For example, all right, I'm into nutrition and personal training and all that other shit, right? I could be sitting here trying to recite some motherfucking mental health shit from the 1800s that this philosopher said, or I could be trying to use some fucking science that came out this time or that time, or I could be trying to put everything together that is right now and try to figure out how can I use this to maybe create something new or maybe benefit me and my clients or whatever in the future. But to be always sitting here quoting Men's Magazine from 1982 or some shit like that, it don't make sense. It don't make sense. So a lot of people think they're smarter than Donald Trump. They're not. Donald Trump has useful information. He knows shit right now that he can use to benefit him and people around him. And that's all that really matters. You got to keep updating your damn motherfucking mental resume. That's what it is.
With Gustavo Petro Marx, a new chapter, a new beginning in the benefit of the U.S. and Colombian relationship.
What country?
Colombia, with the president of Colombia, Gustavo
Yes,
Petro.
I had a very good talk with him yesterday, and he's been very hostile to us and to the nation and to me. Called me a dictator and lots of other things. Called Biden some terrible names, far worse than he called me. But he called yesterday through people, and he wants to meet. and that's fine with me. I've made up with people also, you know. So we're going to have a meeting with them. We had a very good conversation. The people of Colombia are incredible people. Marco would know that better than anybody because he's married to a woman from Colombia. And I don't mean Columbia University. That would be, I'm not sure. I think I like Columbia, the country, better. If you want to know the truth, the people are. Hold it. The people are great people. I look forward to meeting with them.
Damn.
We'll meet in the very near future.
Damn, he shut them all down. He said, hold it. They all said, they got quiet real quick.
Would you meet the interim president of Venezuela here in the White House? Would you greet her to discuss the fate of the oil?
Yeah, well, I'm going to meet a lot of people, and we're going to meet. You know, we meet a lot of people. When you end 8 wars, you get to know a lot of people, and I think it's very important. As an example, we have over $18 trillion. Think of it, $18 trillion coming into our country. A lot of that's coming in from foreign countries like Saudi Arabia and Qatar and UAE and others. And I get to meet a lot of people, but I will be meeting with various representatives of Venezuela probably pretty soon. We haven't set that up. But the relationship that we have with the people that are currently running Venezuela is very good. We also have a young lady that received the Nobel Peace Prize. She's going to come in and pay her regards to our country, really, to me. But
he said to me,
I've been a trainer for 13 years.
that
About
motherfucker.
13 to 15.
You know, I'm a representative of the country, nothing else. And she's coming in sometime next week, I think Tuesday or Wednesday. And we'll see how that is. But no, we're dealing with the people from Venezuela. We're dealing with them very well. I think they've been very smart in the way they've dealt with us, frankly, because that whole place could have been obliterated with one more strike, and we didn't want to do that.
Thank you so much. I have a question for you on Minneapolis, but on Venezuela and your meeting with Machado next week. If she gives you her Nobel Peace Prize, will that change your view about her running that country?
Well, I have to speak to her. I mean, I'm going to have to speak to her. She might be involved in some aspect of it. I will have to speak to her. I think it's very nice that she wants to come in. And
bro trying to get a Nobel Peace Prize.
The reason is because Norway is very embarrassed by what took place. I mean, they're getting decimated. Look, whether people like Trump or don't like Trump, I settled 8 wars, big ones, some going on for 36 years, 32 years, 31 years, 28 years, 25 years. Some just getting ready to start, like India.
Bro said I settled 8 wars.
Where already 8 jets were shot out of the air. And I got it done in rapid order without nuclear weapons. I can't think of anybody in history that should get the Nobel Prize more than me. And I don't want to be bragging, but nobody else settled wars. Obama got the Nobel Prize. He had no idea why. He still has no idea. He walks around, he says, I got the Nobel Prize. Why did he get a Nobel Prize? He got it almost immediately upon attaining office, and he didn't do anything, and he was a bad president. So,
I don't know if Trump is speaking any false words right there, because, man, I know Obama was a brother, but I don't know how much he did for the brothers, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how I'm saying. We all liked Obama, and we voted for Obama, but I don't know how much he did for the brothers. I mean, hey, brothers out there, did Obama hook you up? Because, I mean, yeah, nigga, you supposed to hook a nigga up, Obama. I don't know. All right, y'all, we about to get to, they changed the food pyramid on us. So if you don't know, in America, probably one of the only places where pretty much they can feed you, they can sell you anything. They can sell you any type of food they want. They can put whatever the fuck they want in the food, as long as they put it on the damn label and the FDA say okay, and the FDA is damn rigged anyways, they can give it to you. Yellow, blue, red, 30, 40, all this bull stuff that's in the food is terrible, okay? And then they sort of some food pyramid that told us we were supposed to eat way more unhealthy grains than we were supposed to eat protein and things like that. Straight up lied to all of us, okay? So let me see if I can show y'all what the old food pyramid looked like real quick first, before I show y'all what the new food pyramid looked like, because this is some bullshit when it comes to how they just set us up here in America. We pay all this tax money, right? And they just be lying to us. That's why I said that whole history shit. Yeah, you gonna be learning the wrong history and be reciting some bullshit at a party and shit, thinking you smart when you really boo-boo the fool because you need to update your shit. Okay, update your resume a little bit. Update something because you're gonna be looking goofy. All right, look at this food pyramid. Let me see. Here we go. Give me a regular food pyramid. Where's that? Here we go. So look at this shit. How they got this motherfucker. This shit bogus. I can't believe they did this to us. They bogus. Okay, here we go. Look. So this is the food pyramid. Yeah, I know y'all all learned this shit in school, okay? And this is just kind of bogus. So when we look at highlight right here and shit, we gonna look. Look how many servings they say you should have of bread, cereal, rice, and pasta. 6 to 11, bro. 6 to 11, you fat as hell. That's why you fat as shit. The fuck out of here. You fat as hell. Fruit, 2 to 4 servings. That's it. That's it. Meat and poultry, 2 to 3 servings. What the fuck is going on here? And then fat naturally occurring and added sugars. What they talking about here? So fats, oils, and sweets used sparingly. Milk, yogurt, and cheese, 2 to 3 servings. Vegetables, 3 to 4 servings. But we supposed to have 6 to 11 servings of fucking rice and bread and meat and potatoes and all that. I mean, not meat and potatoes, meat and potatoes. Rice and bread and carbs and all that. Bogus. It's so bogus. Like, just think about it. The only natural foods that actually grow on this planet that we're supposed to eat are certain vegetables, fruits with seeds in them. If it ain't got no seeds, if it can't reproduce itself, it ain't from here. Okay? Seeds created in the lab or something. Animal protein that is alive, or that was alive. So anything that was moving. Not all this fake impossible meat or whatever the hell they be having in this lab. Or I don't know how they be creating this shit. Okay, I don't know what the hell that is. And then like natural grains that would grow. You can grow you can grow corn and you can grow rice and you can grow a bunch of different things. But there ain't that many things. And they had us saying, hey, what you should be eating is all the processed things. All the things that aren't naturally occurring. You should be eating a lot of that. But you should only be eating a little bit of the things that are naturally occurring. And then, when they show you the things, like they show you this list, right, look. They say fruit. They show you an apple. Apples are great. Orange, fine. What's that, some grapes? Okay. A banana, okay. That's okay. But that ain't the fruit you should be. That ain't the fruit. You should be eating berries. They should have blueberries, raspberries, and all types of berries on that damn thing. Where the berries at? See, no berries in that motherfucker. And then they look at the vegetables. All this damn shit. A carrot and broccoli is great. And lettuce and with a potato and tomato and all that's fine. If you get if it's growing naturally and not sprayed with every pesticide in the world. But a lot of the fruits and vegetables now, they got labels on them. If it got a 3 on it, start with a 3, shit fake. They made that shit in the lab. 4 sprayed with all types of pesticides. If you get you a 9 one, you hope it's organic for real and you hope you got something good to eat, you be happy. But they played us. They say milk, yogurt, and cheese, okay? 2 to 3 servings. Listen, everybody I know that's super tall and strong drank a lot of milk growing up and still drinks some fucking milk. As long as the milk is of good quality, man, you better drink. That came from a real animal. You better drink that damn milk. We drink milk, man, you better drink that milk. Stop playing, okay? They be bullshitting. And then meat and poultry and fish and dry beans, eggs, nuts, and groups. So they put all these in one. They bogus. Look. They put meat, poultry, dry beans, eggs, nuts, all in one group. Man, you should be eating a whole fucking lot of that shit. They out here bullshitting. All right, so this is what the new shit is because they played us, so they got this on the news. Let's see what they got.
Largely flipping the old food pyramid upside down, releasing new dietary guidelines, promoting whole foods, lean protein, fruits, and vegetables.
So look, now let's talk about some shit. Prioritizing protein, 1.2 to 1.6 grams per kilogram of body weight per day of protein, dairy, and healthy fats. Most people in America ain't getting nowhere near that. Nowhere near that. Nowhere near that. Nowhere near. Not even close. And they wonder why their body is unhealthy and things ain't responding. They always at the doctor. It's because of how you eat. All right?
And here's what FDA...
Okay, look. Highlighting fruits and vegetables. Look, you see they got some cherry. They got some, what they got on there? They got any berries on there? They got some stuff on there. 2 servings per day of fruit. 2 servings per day of vegetables. Listen, I'm going to tell y'all right now. I'm not saying you don't need vegetables and fruit, but you truly don't need that much. Our bodies operate really well, okay, on some protein and some basic ass carbs. All right, you need energy. You need carbohydrates. But the fruit, you don't need as much fruit as you think. All right, you get you some blackberries, some blueberries, some raspberries. All right, you good to go. Pop them things, get you some seeds. You really good to go. I'm telling you. And then look, 2 to 4 servings per day of whole grains. So they switched it to whole grains. It ain't just any grain, it's whole grains. Now when it comes to grains, listen, it ain't hard to make no bread. We do cooking with Leroy Mitchell. Yeah, I know that. I do that. All right. We started making our own bread at home because I said I ain't doing no more of that processed bullshit. All right. Bread take about 3-4 ingredients and it'd be delicious. So you can make anything. Tortillas. We making pizzas. We making all that. Check the channel. Check the channel. Okay. Go see Cooking with Leroy Mitchell. Everybody love it. Next thing we're gonna do is make pasta. Cause we ain't doing no more box pasta. We're gonna buy the pasta. We're gonna buy the stuff and then we're gonna make the pasta. Whatever we gotta buy, and we gonna make the pasta. All the ingredients. Start just using natural ingredients because if you want to eat the grains, it's okay to have some grains if you made it yourself. It's when you go to the store and you getting this shit that got 1,000 ingredients in it. When it don't take that much, it's fucking you up. You don't want it. Let's see what the FDA said about this.
Commissioner Dr. Marty McCary.
They lied to us in school.
On our show.
We have ended an era of medical dogma where in the past
they lied to us in school.
That has been recommended is to avoid fat. And fat was the boogeyman for really no good scientific reason except that it was the dogma passed on generation to generation. We are moving on to a scientific-based approach to say we need more protein. There's not enough protein in the diet of the
So here's my problem. Now you're just calling me stupid. So you're moving on to a more scientific, basic approach. What the fuck was the approach before then? What did you base it off before? How'd you come up with that damn pyramid before? You see how they be trying to play people?
Vast majority of kids, we've increased the protein guideline by 50 to 100%. You want whole grains, that is, grains bound to fiber, fruits and vegetables, and there's nothing wrong with fat. You don't need to serve kids low-fat foods like low-fat dairy.
So let's bring in Jillian Michaels, the host of Toxic America's
Get the
Food
fuck out of
Crisis
here.
on
Jillian
Fox
Michaels
Nation.
looking
Good
like an
morning.
old man.
Good morning. How is this new information?
It isn't necessarily new information. What I think HHS is pussyfooting around for politically sensitive reasons is the fact that the food pyramid is not really to inform you and me or the people on the street. It guides hundreds of billions of dollars of our tax money and subsidies to programs like Women and Children, SNAP. It's what feeds our kids in public schools. It's what feeds our military. So this had been captured decades ago by the Corn Refiners Association, the Wheat Growers of America, the Soybean Growers of America, And that's why the base of the food pyramid was all ultra-processed garbage. So what this is really going to do now is make healthier food more affordable and more accessible for the nation's most vulnerable.
It says stay away from ultra-processed foods. I thought, what exactly is that? So I was looking it up. It's the frozen waffles that we feed our children.
Duh.
It's the
Duh.
soda. It's all
Duh.
the packages.
Man, y'all be acting like y'all know what that is. Come on, man.
Organic.
Organic is a step up
Above,
simply because
yes.
it removes many of the chemicals we don't even understand when we read them on the back of the package. Having said that, it still has the same amount of calories, it still lacks nutrients, it still lacks fiber. So at the end of the day, obviously, if I was to inform your average bear, I'd say, listen, eat real food, make sure you can tell it had a mother or it grew out of the ground. You're good. You're in good shape. And then organic takes it to the next level of removing pesticides, herbicides, fungicides, and all different kinds of chemicals that make it into our food. But this is really about redirecting that funnel of hundreds of billions, 600 billion over the past 3 decades to big food and big ag, and helping it to benefit regular
Sounds
people.
good. I watched your special on.
So that's what this really is about. These corporations who made shitty products, they couldn't sell those products. So what they did is they first used media and started putting bright colors on packages and animals and that look creepy as shit and kids loving that shit. And now you got tricks and you got the damn tiger that would really eat you in real life, but you think he the Frosted the Flake man and all this random stuff, okay? And then they said that ain't working no more, so we got to start using some science, and we going to use science to our benefit, and we going to have science-backed stuff that's killing people slowly. And they started putting all these chemicals in it to make it more addictive and all this extra sugar and all this extra crap. And now what you got is a bunch of fat, slow, goofy kids walking around town. And it's fat, slow, medium, old people walking around because everybody look older than they actually are because they've been eating all this bullshit food forever. I don't know how old people really is anymore. I ain't gonna lie. I can't even tell people age. People who 38 could look 22. People who 22 could look 52 because the food is so bad. It really depends on how you've been eating and how you've been treating your body. At the end of the day, age is just a number. It's about how you feel. If you don't take care of yourself, you're done. Ain't no cutting corners when it comes to your health. It's up to you. And it's really simple. Like this lady said, I like that what she said. If it got a mother, okay, it's okay. I know that sounds inhumane or whatever the case may be, but a lot of y'all eat protein, or you eat chicken, you eat whatever the case may be. Beef, you eat fish, you eat things, okay? Or if it grew out of the actual ground, okay? Fell from a tree or something like that. A vine or something like that. Then it's fine. But if it's ultra processed in those packages and all that stuff, man, it's gonna kill you slowly, very slowly. And our healthcare system is not set up to actually help you get off of that stuff. Our healthcare system, for the most part, with that bogus food pyramid they had, was set up to keep you in a cycle and keep you unhealthy and not be the best version of yourself. All a man should be out there flexing, muscles, girls should be slender, nice, tight body. That's what it should be. But y'all think it's okay to be fat and just go ahead and get surgery. No. It's not going to go. It's not going to end well for you. It's not going to end well for you. So if you want to be healthy, listen, you got to take care of it yourself. It's about what you eat. That is your health. That's your doctor. Your food is your doctor. Learn how to cook. Learn what to cook. Learn how to eat for your body and yourself. Learn how to exercise. Sleep better. Okay? Remove negative energy. Don't let negative people around you. Do not let negative people around you. Okay? Don't let people around you that aren't trying to better themselves. They will take you down. If all they want to do is go drink, that's all they're talking about, and you got to hear it all day, you making yourself more susceptible to going to drink or going to eat bad food or going to do things you shouldn't be doing. So you got to take care of yourself and make sure you do the right things. All right? And the life topic for today is going to be just go slow. Slow the hell down. Okay? Just slow down. Slow everything down. Drive 2 miles an hour. Just slow life down for a little bit and really sit down, assess, and figure out what you need to do and what you need for your actual life so you can live the longest life. Because the goal is to live a nice, long life and learn as much as you can while you're here. It ain't to just party up everything and kill yourself and then when you get old, try to correct things. It's too late by then. You got to do it at all times. There are no breaks. Take your time to do it right so you ain't got to do it twice, baby. That's the saying for the day. All right, y'all. I'm going to leave y'all with some music because I'm about to drop an album this year. You know what I'm saying? And then we're going to get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Dougie.
This is how you can
we gonna hit him with Dougie down bad.
Weight loss by Hims offers
Nope, don't do weight loss by Hims. Don't do that. You better go ahead and get in the gym. Hey. Hey, Dougie. I keep on running around. Thank y'all for tuning in. I appreciate y'all. My name is Leroy Mitchell. This is Wake That Ass Up, baby. And typically we do it in the morning, but it's the weekend, so I want to do it later. I wanted to sleep in today. Focus on my health. All right, y'all. I'll be back on later with we got a workout video today, and then we got cooking with Leroy Mitchell. So I'm gonna catch y'all a little bit later. Until then, have a enjoyable day and a healthy day. I don't know no chick named Daphne. What up, Dougie?